What exactly makes someone a slut? Is it someone that has a lot of sex? Or is it someone that has a lot of sex with a lot of people? Or is it someone that has a lot of casual sex with a lot of different people? So what exactly counts as casual sex? Is it one night stands only? Or is it any sex with a person with whom you're not in an established relationship? Is it any sex with a person to whom you're not married? What if you actually love the person but you aren't dating or married to them? And then what exactly counts as having too much casual sex? Is anything more than 0 too much? What about one different person a month? Is that too much? How about one different person every 4 months? What if you have casual sex once every 4 months but all with the same person? The definition seems to change drastically depending on who you ask. To some people, if you have casual sex just one time, that qualifies you as a slut. To other people, even if the sex isn't casual, if you're not married, they consider you a slut. I've come to the conclusion that there are no such thing as sluts. Obviously, the word is generally applied to women, and that kind of sucks that they can't satisfy their biological desire to have sex without worrying about being called sluts. Because the word is so subjective that it basically doesn't have a definition, it's mainly been reduced to being a general slur against women. From what I've seen, the word slut has been adopted mainly by women to describe other women that they don't like, regardless of their actual sexual history. Now, you may disagree with me, and if you do, tell me in the comments, but there is nothing wrong with fucking, as long as you're smart about it. And as long as all parties are on the same page. For example, it's not okay for a man to trick a woman into having sex with him by pretending to be in love with her. And since it's often implied that men are devoid of emotion, likewise it's not okay for a woman to pretend to be into a man only to fuck him and eventually stop talking to him. The prevailing idea is that sex is something magical and intimate that's only to be shared with someone special. And I want to go ahead and apologize for killing the dreams of anyone that hasn't had sex yet, but sex is not magical. There's not a tribe of fairies in the corner playing the harp as daffodils bloom in a magnificent white light encompassing the room. Sex is carnal and animalistic. It's sweaty. It hurts sometimes. It's messy. It smells bad. And it's definitely intimate, but it should be up to the individual to decide how intimate he or she wants to be with other people. There's a movement in America that's kind of been losing steam lately where they promote abstinence instead of actual sexual education, and I hope you agree that that's a bad thing. One of the taglines of the movement is something like, "Don't be fooled, everybody is not doing it." And this is a common assertion that people make when they want to convince you not to do something. And I want to be clear, how many other people are doing something should almost never be used to justify whether or not you do something. But a lot of people are doing it. What this means is, for one, people should be educated and safe about it. And secondly, that people shouldn't feel like sluts when they do it. There are obviously things to consider, and I feel obligated to say this, so this video is more than just me telling you to go fuck everybody. One, if you still live under the rules of your parents or guardians, I strongly advise you to not do anything that would disappoint them, which I think you owe them because they pretty much have kept you alive till now. And usually this includes having sex, but some parents are more understanding of this as long as you're being responsible. Two, if you don't want to have sex, then don't have sex. It's not a big deal. You're not missing anything. Well, you kind of are, but there's lots of more productive things you can be doing. Sex is cool, but it should in no way be a priority to anyone. Except maybe prostitutes or porn stars. 3, don't have sex without a condom unless you want a kid and have physically seen the papers that say that no STDs are involved. That said, sex is fun and pleasant and good for you, and it can be done safely. Apparently sex isn't nearly as controversial in places like Europe as it is in America, due almost certainly, at least in part, to the fact that religion still has a huge place in our society. And despite the abstinence movement in America, we still have far more unwanted births, pregnancies, and abortions than almost every other developed nation in the world. And we're not doing so well with STDs either. So maybe we're taking the wrong approach here. Or whatever, what do I know? Have a thumbs up if you found the video interesting. Also, I want to do a John Green Question Tuesday type video where I basically just answer your questions. So leave me some questions in the comments. They can be questions about me, about my opinions, or just random questions about anything you want to know about anything, or just stupid, funny questions. Leave them in the comments. And ask more than one question, because unlike the Vlog Brothers, I don't have 500,000 subscribers. Holla holla. I read somewhere that the inverted peace sign like that is considered offensive in some places. Is that true? Should I stop doing that?